Hey friends, it's Amy Dove, the Keto Queen. I'm home from work on this beautiful Monday and we're fixing to make a new dish, another new dish, guys. This is a chicken cauliflower casserole. I've got my oven on 400 and we're gonna bake this for about 20 to 30 minutes depending on how big your chunks of cauliflower are. So guys, as you're jumping on, let me know where you're watching from. And if this sounds delicious, go ahead and give me some hearts and share this video. I love to try new recipes. This is the first time I'm putting this together, so I will let you know later when I post you a picture if we truly enjoyed it or if we'll make some changes next time we try it. So chicken cauliflower casserole. Now Ricky, I've told you he's not a huge cauliflower fan, but he's not a cauliflower rice fan. Like rice cauliflower, he just doesn't like it. I don't necessarily enjoy it either unless it's really steamed very, very well, but it's really hard to get a cauliflower rice soft. So we're chunking cauliflower, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and start putting some ingredients together. We're gonna make a sauce. And the reason we're making our sauce now is because I already cooked my chicken while you guys were busy doing other things. So I just took some chicken breast, cut it into chunks, and seasoned with salt and pepper. That's all I did. That chicken is cooked and ready to go. I chopped up my cauliflower. I used a 12-ounce bag of fresh cauliflower, and I just cut it into smaller pieces like this. Now, the larger your chunks of cauliflower, the longer it's gonna take to cook. So let's go ahead and make our sauce. I've got a 4 ounces of softened cream cheese. And I got this big old bowl because my medium-sized bowl is in the refrigerator full of cantaloupe. Ricky loves cantaloupe and that's where that's at. All right, so we're gonna put 4 ounces of softened cream cheese. And we're just gonna mix up a few things. I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. You can do whatever mayonnaise you love. We're just gonna use a good clean mayonnaise. This one, I believe, is well, I'm almost done with this one, so I'm fixing to open up another Primal Kitchen mayonnaise. If you want to make your own, go right ahead, guys. I love to make my own mayonnaise, but I don't do it as often as I really probably should. But we're using Primal Kitchen mayonnaise, and we're going to do a 1/2 cup. A 1/2 cup of mayo, and I'm going to go ahead and fill the rest of it up before I mix it in. We're going to do a 1/2 cup of mayo and a 1/2 cup of sour cream. And this is going to make a really delicious sauce for our chicken cauliflower casserole. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up my sour cream, and I'm gonna do a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise and a 1/2 cup of sour cream to make up this big full cup measuring cup. All the cups, y'all hear all the cups? We're gonna do a cup of this and a couple of that. Okay, and I wanna fill this cup up. I did 1/2 of mayonnaise. I'm gonna do the other 1/2 of sour cream. And we're gonna put that into the mixing bowl that already has 4 ounces of softened cream cheese. So this has got all the great ingredients that's gonna make a really creamy casserole, I believe. So 1/2 cup mayo, 1/2 cup sour cream, 4 ounces of softened cream cheese. We're just gonna put that into the mixing bowl. And then we're gonna add a 1/2 cup, I chopped up a 1/2 cup of fresh green onion. And we're gonna go ahead and put 1/2 of that inside this mix. So, you know, I just used a bundle of green onion, a fresh green onion. So I'm gonna do about 1/2 of that, and we're gonna put it inside this mix. The other 1/2 we're gonna put on top of the casserole when we get it ready for the oven. So look at it right now. Looks good, don't it? Give me some hearts, guys, if this sounds good. Hey, Tanya, how are you? Chicken broccoli curry. Ooh, I love the chicken broccoli curry. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Hedwig, how are you guys doing? All right, so we've got our sour cream, we've got our mayonnaise, and we've got softened cream cheese, some green onions. We're gonna add 4 ounces of heavy cream. 4 ounces, I'm crazy. We're gonna do a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. I have no idea what I'm thinking. 1/4 cup, oh, that's too thick. No, I don't like that heavy cream, that's old. All right, let me get another one. It's never been opened, but we're not using that. I don't like, that's thick heavy cream. It's supposed to be that thick when you pour it out, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna open up a fresh new, this is my second one today, so I'm taking that back to the store. Heavy cream. I need a 4th measuring cup, 4th cup. I'm gonna stop long enough to clean that out. All right, 4th cup of heavy cream, that's what it's supposed to look like, cream. All right, and we're almost done with the sauce. We're gonna do some seasonings here. I've got a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of salt. Now, I did season the chicken with salt and pepper, but you know, we got cauliflower, and you really have to make sure that you season your vegetables really good with salt and pepper. So I did put some salt in the chicken already. Teaspoon salt, teaspoon pepper, teaspoon salt, teaspoon onion powder, and teaspoon garlic powder. And we always can taste it when we're done and add if we need to. So you really want to make sure you season to taste. All right, let me make sure I got it all. I've got heavy cream, I've got cream cheese, sour cream, mayonnaise. Oh, let's do some cheese, y'all. Now, the recipe I posted for you, I'm typing this out so it's not in the recipe blog yet. I said to do a cup of cheese and do half in the mix and then half on top. I'm just gonna mix it all together. You can top it off with some more if you want to, but that's what we're gonna do tonight, is just put it all together. We're making this as simple as possible. All right, now let me stir this up. Look how pretty it is. It smells good. All right, we're gonna mix this up and then we're gonna add in the rest of our ingredients, which is bacon. I got some bacon over here cooling off. It's still hot, so I couldn't rip it open with my hands. We're gonna add, I cooked a few pieces of bacon and we're just gonna do half of it in the sauce and then we'll top it off with bacon and green onions. If you wanna top it off with more cheese, you can. I just put about a cup of cheese and I'm using cheddar. Guys, this recipe sounds so good and I wanted to try something new. This looks so good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and now add the chicken. I'm gonna add the chicken right in there. We did a full package of chicken, like 3 big fat chicken breasts, and we cut it into small pieces. We're gonna add the cauliflower now, the chicken and the cauliflower. We're just gonna toss this all together. And then we're gonna put it inside our 9x13 bacon dish. Now, it didn't tell me that I should spray the dish. I don't have any non-stick spray, but I do have just a little bit of avocado oil. And I am gonna grease the pan just because I've never made this before. I don't think it would stick because it's gonna make a creamy sauce, but just in case, I mean, why mess up a good thing, right? So we're gonna just stir in the chicken and the cauliflower, get that sauce really good and tossed. Now, as this heats in the oven, it's gonna melt, so it's gonna be a little creamier than it looks like in this thing. I might have had actually a little bit too much chicken. I would recommend about 4 cups. It's hard to measure cups of chicken, and I didn't want to use some of it today and some of it tomorrow, so I went ahead and just put all my chicken breast in here. So I had 3 big fat chicken breasts, and I cut them into cubes and cooked them up. Salt and pepper, just seasoned, that's all I did. But this is looking really good, y'all. I did not put the bacon inside. You know what I decided? I'm just gonna put the bacon on top, all bacon and green onion. Does that sound good? If you want some extra cheese, you can. Let me grab a casserole dish. I'm gonna use this 9x13 dish, and then we have the oven on 400, and we're gonna bake this on 400. Guys, if this sounds good and it looks really good and creamy, go ahead and give me some hearts and share this video. We wanna make sure we show how easy it is to cook in your own kitchen, 30 minutes or less, out, cleaned, and enjoying dinner. This one's gonna take a little longer just because I did do a little bit of pre-cooking. I pre-cooked the chicken, pre-cooked the bacon before I came live. And we had to put this in the oven, but look, I don't count that as cooking time because after I mix up my casserole, I love casseroles. After I mix up my casserole and I put it in the oven, well, while it's doing its thing, I can clean up my kitchen. I can go fold some laundry. Like, I can live life, right? And not just stand over the stovetop cooking. So I love casseroles because it gives me time to get some work done, right? Okay, let me get this out of the way. Now, this looks good. Guys, give me some hearts if this looks good. It looks really white because there's mayonnaise, sour cream, cream cheese. It looks all white other than that cheddar. And you know what? Now that I look at it, I might decide to go ahead and top it off with some more cheddar because I don't look like a lot of cheese. And y'all know I love some cheese at my house. You don't have to add any more if you don't want to. I actually recommended that you half it, put some inside and some on top, but I went ahead and put it all inside. And it just doesn't look like enough to me. So I may go ahead and shred up some more cheddar cheese. This looks good though. I've got big hunks of cauliflower, or not big hunks. I cut small hunks of cauliflower and we're just kind of smoothing it out. All right, let me taste it. Oh yeah. That's gonna be good, y'all. Okay, let me, you know what, we're gonna let this, no, it's cool. It feels good. It's not hot at all. All right, we're gonna go ahead and cut up some bacon crumbles. Actually, you know what, I think I want the cheese and then the bacon and the green onion. That'll be prettier. Let me do cheese first. Oh my goodness. That sauce is really good, y'all. That sauce is really good. All right, I am gonna do a little bit more cheese because I decided at the last second I am. So we're just gonna open up another block of cheese. If you have shredded cheese, you can use that too. But when I fix casseroles, I try my best to take the extra few minutes to shred my own because that cheese is gonna be so good when you shred your own block. Well, look at this mess. I got a mess everywhere. All right, let me go ahead and shred just a little more over the top of this casserole. And then we're gonna do cheese, bacon, and green onions over the top, and then we're gonna stick this in the oven. I got the oven on 400. We're just gonna cook it for about 25 to 30 minutes because I said 20 minutes earlier. We really need 25 to 30 minutes. And the reason is because that cauliflower is not cooked at all. The cauliflower is raw, and it's going to take a good 25 minutes to cook that cauliflower. The chicken is cooked, so you can do your chicken halfway, or you can cook it all the way, or you can just put it in there raw. But I don't like to put raw meat inside my casserole. I don't never feel comfortable putting raw chicken inside my casseroles. I don't know why. I think it's just a weird thing, because it's going to cook, and it's going to be fine if you do. But I've just always had this weird thing about putting raw chicken in my casserole dishes. All right, so look at that. This looks even better. Just a little extra cheddar makes it look pretty. Now we're going to cut up some bacon. I got some that's cooked a little better. And then we're going to add some green onions to the top. So guys, as you're jumping on, let me know where you're watching from and what you're doing for dinner tonight that's low carb or keto friendly. If you're new to my page and you want some getting started tips, say getting started in the comments. I'd love to send you some tips to show you how to make the easiest meals. Really just looking at each day, thinking about each of your meals and how to lower carb counts. It really is that easy to start living a keto or even low carb lifestyle. It's just to look at each meal you have and think about how to lower those carb counts each day. So if you want some getting started tips, just say getting started in the comments. We're just going to top this off with some bacon. Look, you can use as much or as little bacon as you want to. It's yours, but we love bacon at my house. So, you know, I was just thinking this would be even better if when I cooked that chicken, I cooked it in a little bit of that bacon grease. I cooked the chicken first, actually, and then I cooked the bacon. But I don't know, it may be too greasy if you do that too. But the flavor, I bet, would be really good. All right, we're just going to top it off with as much bacon as you want. I did not do this before I hit the live video, so I'm having to crumble it up as you guys watch. Sorry, I'm boring you. I know I am. It's okay. So what are you doing for dinner tonight? Hey, Bernie, how are you? I see Tanya's still here. How are you guys tonight? I love Mondays. Monday is a great day for you to start the week off right, the way you want it to. And I'm not talking about diets. I'm talking about mindset. I'm talking about you get to decide if this week is going to be a good week or if this week's going to be a sucky week. If this week is going to be a week of celebration and excitement and thankfulness, or if you're just going to be the, oh, poor, pitiful me. I got so much to do and so little time and my friend's not talking to me and blah, blah, blah. Like, this is your week. This is your day. You get to set the tone of what you want that to look like. And it does also include your health. So you get to set the tone this morning. Me and Haley and Ricky and Dakota all got up early, and Justin, we all got up early, went to the gym. The guys get there before us. But Haley and I are working on we just started our 4th week of consistent getting up early. Good gosh, so early. 5:30 in the morning, we're getting up just to have extra time to move our bodies and like really commit to leaning out this summer. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited because I haven't focused on like fitness in a long time. I've been very healthy for the last almost a solid 6 years. I've been very healthy with like eating and movement, but not like a focus on fitness. So I'm really excited to see what happens after all these committed mornings. So you get to set the tone for your Monday. All right, guys, that looks like a pretty good amount of bacon, don't y'all? Let me go ahead and cut up this last piece. And then we're going to stop with the bacon. We're going to top it off with some green onion. I'm going to see if you have questions for me in comments. So if you do, let me know. If you have anything to share, let me know. And if you want those getting started tips, say getting started, and me and Haley will get them to you. All right, almost done. We have just a little bit of green onions left. It's going to stick to my hands though, because my hands are greasy. So let me rinse off my hands and top it off with some green onions. Guys, this is going into the oven, and this does not look absolutely delicious. I'm going to have to tell you that you're silly if you think not, because this looks fantastic. All right, I'm not going to rinse my hands. I'm just going to draw them off with a paper towel here. Look how pretty that is. I'm not even done. Let's add some pretty green onions. Now, the green onion is going to give it a great taste as well. Guys, does this not look so pretty? Oh, I hope it's delicious. I'm really looking forward to it. This will be my meal for the day because it was a busy day at work. And it was a great day at work, but it was really busy. And I have not had a chance to even stop and think about food, which is amazing, guys. Somebody who is a food addict to say, hey, guys, I haven't even thought about food today. That's like insane in my past life. Look how pretty this is. Yes, I'm licking my fingers. It's for me and Ricky. Look how pretty. This is going to be so good. I'm sticking it in the oven on 450. Give me some hearts, guys, if this looks good. Give me some hearts. I want to see those hearts. It looks good. It smells good. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. I love trying new things. So last week I made, I think, all new recipes. I don't think I cooked anything that wasn't new last week. I could be wrong though. Oh, I did too. I cooked those Big Mac smash burgers only because my husband begged me and my son-in-law wanted to taste them and my mom wanted to taste them, so I cooked them second time this past week. But other than that, I've been looking for new recipes and just trying some new things out. Tomorrow, I'm going to be cooking my chicken fritters with the dill sauce. It's so good. It is a repeat, but it's so good. All right, guys, I hope you have a great night. If I can help you with anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. So excited for you guys to be here. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Andrew, I see your question about low-carb dips. I don't do a lot of dips because I don't do a lot of snacking for like football parties and things like that, like a holiday party. I usually just go to Pinterest or Google and just search like keto or low-carb dips. I have a really good pizza dip I love. And there's lots of good dips, but I just don't snack. So I rarely cook any type of appetizer like that. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off. Y'all have a great night, and I will see all of you later. Bye.